Normal lenses don't see the world like this. The last time I tested this fisheye adapter on 4x5 film, I was in my backyard. This time I took it around town to see what it could really do. I've had this box of Portra 160 in my darkroom now for several years. The box says it expired sometime in 2020, so I figured it was time to use it. Loaded all 10 sheets into 5 holders, packed up my equipment, and hit the road.
There's like this tunnel over here that looks kind of crazy looking. I really want to go see if I can set up the camera and do that. The sunlight's coming in at an angle, so we're gonna do that.
Kind of crazy looking. I don't know what the heck this is, but I think it looked cool in fisheye, so let's go find out. At f/90, we're looking at 1 second. Somewhere else might be just real close. I didn't realize how close I actually had to get for a lot of the images I'm making, but yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. How do I go and do this back of this building over here real quick? It's in the shade, so it's going to take some extra time to expose, but oh well, I want to see what this looks like. At f/90, it's giving me 2 second exposure. 1/1000, 2/1000. There's a city hall sign over here with a one-way sign. Trying not to be on the street so I don't piss off cops if they come by. 1 second. Again. Wait until that cloud's a little bit closer. I had planned to spend a little bit more time over here, but I've taken 4 shots. It's time to move somewhere else downtown. Yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, I said I was gonna go somewhere else, but I like these steps for some reason. So we're gonna go look at these steps. All right, it is looking like half a second at f/90.
This is the worst shot for some reason. I'm not quite sure why so much is out of focus. I know the trees ended up with a bunch of motion blur, but everything just seems much softer than the rest of the images. Not 100% sure what happened.
All right, let's pack up for real this time. Wanted to get a stop sign and a one-way sign, and I've already gotten a one-way sign technically, but got a stop sign and a one-way sign at the same time. A bit dented and bent up, but I think I could get fairly close to it without disturbing traffic, seeing as how the road's closed, and hopefully won't cause any trouble. My brand new glass is already broken. It just made it last episode, damn it. Oh well, it's just gonna have to work. You know, I don't know. I always have bad luck with this damn camera. I always break the glass. And I ripped the Velcro on my dark cloth. Great. Well, I must have picked up a curse from that tunnel earlier. What the? I don't know what that was down there. I don't like it. This stop sign's really tall. I'm not very close to it, so let's do a fire hydrant. That might be fun. It's nice and bright. See what the colors look like on that. The angle I want to do isn't going to happen the normal way. So in order to get the angle I want, we're going to have to put the tripod in reverse, and I'll have that up angle that I want. I will have to lay on the ground kind of awkwardly though. Okay, I'm laying on the grass trying to enter to the start cloth, and it is uncomfortable. No. Don't do this. Are you kidding me? All right, so the plastic button on my remote shutter is missing since the last shot. I think the part that pisses me off is I can almost guarantee breaking this glass was preventable, but I was lazy and rushing. So I break my ground glass again. I need to get a ground glass cover. Start bringing spares. I have Scotch tape, so if it falls apart, I'll just use some Scotch tape. Anyways, let's go on to the next place. I'm gonna quickly walk across the street. So let's do a shot of this big building first. Find myself not needing to go up near as high as I thought I would. 180 degrees really does cover a lot.
I thought my camera was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably, this one's probably from the 60s or 70s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, thanks, man. I keep finding myself having to get closer than I thought I needed to. Okay. Damn, water keeps coming up. It's a bit windy, so I don't know how much of this is going to get picked up on the microphone, but I think I'm going to try to get a window shot through one of these here, and then I'll have just one photo left, and I'm not really sure what I want to do with it, so let's move on. That's it. I think that's all I want to do. It was a fun one. I wonder what they're going to turn out like. This film is very expired. It expired in 2020, so imagine what that'll do. I don't know. We'll find out soon.
The lens stack for this setup is a KENKO fisheye 180 degree adapter attached to a FUJINON W 210mm f5.6. When using this setup, you want to avoid using the built-in aperture for the taking lens. Instead, you have a scale that's pre-set up on the side of the KENKO fisheye adapter. The lower ring that goes from 200 to 30 is how you set your focal length. Wherever you set it to will determine the scale at which the focal ratio will change. Because I use 210mm, I set it to the highest setting, which gives me between f22 and f90. All of the photos I took today on Portra 160, I metered for EI 80 at f90, and I developed in a fresh box of Cinestill CS41. And of course, the camera that I use today is my ever-trusty Cambo SC. But for some reason, I keep breaking all of my ground glass. I'm going to have to make an adapter, or not really an adapter, but a plate that will go over the back to protect the glass in the future, because it's getting kind of annoying. This is the third glass on this camera I've broke this year, and all of them were preventable. I just get complacent with this camera for some reason. It's such a tank, but you know, glass is still glass. Ultimately, I'd call this entire exercise a success. The only thing that I really want to point out is how soft the images look. They look very almost artificial, kind of painterly. They aren't tack sharp like you'd expect from a piece of modern glass. So if you're not into more of a vibe or more of a look, this adapter is probably not going to be one that you're going to use. I seem to do better with up close objects. Whatever I'm going to use this on, if I get close to it, like the one-way sign or the fire hydrant, both of those seem to be very, very sharp and in focus, and I don't have any issues with it. So most of the work that you anticipate using this lens for, if it's up close, this lens is perfect. Then you don't have as much problems with it being soft. But anything beyond, I don't know, 10 feet seems like it becomes less sharp the further away you get. F90 is not doing me any favors either. It's the diffraction limit is there. I've hit it. It's well beyond it. But anyways, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, do the YouTube stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this with somebody who might be interested in it. And if you've gotten this far, YouTube thinks you might like my content. So click the link on the screen. Until next time.